Hey Yagaho, and thanks for joining us for part 34B of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. No Pokecentres, no Pokemarts, and if you're confused why there's the B part here, if you somehow missed last video, the LP is going to schism at this point in time, and the A parts will follow our adventures with Kyogre steamrolling the game, and the B parts, which you're watching right now, will follow the adventures of the current team that we have, trying to make it through the rest of the game without the uber power of Kyogre. So yeah, disclaimer being that I've already been through the rest of the game up through Steven, who was of course the champion, no surprise there, with Kyogre, so I will be using any like nuggets of information from that. So it's not going to be truly blind from this point on. So if you want the truly blind reactions, I suppose the Kyogre route's going to be the way to go. But anyway, we're going to walk up here, and our goal of this video, I'm going to try to keep the relative content of the two the same. So that means this video, we're going to, of course, instead of kill Kyogre, I'm going to put on the Aqua Suit and put the red orb somewhere on there. Okay. Get our Smash Brothers shield going on. And there's Kyogre. Get up on the whale's back. Right, Archie calls us and tells us to do stuff with Kyogre. And then he starts getting censored. Uh-oh. I guess he's got a sailor's mouth. Makes sense, right? Alright, so we're gonna jump onto Kyogre's back. And how is this going to work for Groudon and Omega Ruby? I'm kind of curious to find out now. We're just going to kind of... It's a peaceful way. Just kind of calmly hang out on Kyogre's back. You know, nothing, torrential water, nothing too crazy. Peaceful ride on the thing that we're about to kill. And we go to this, that's the core of Hoenn, apparently, something like that. And the bottom screen is completely fuzzied out. And we change out of the crazy suit, and there's no PSS or nothing than that here. You can see there's like lightning bolt effects, kind of cool. Oh, you can see the lovely webcam from there. Anyway, it's not. There's like electricity crackling on the ground. I guess that's why that new stadium card works for water and lightning types with the healing. So can we actually walk? I do not remember coming down this way. Are there hidden goodies here? No, but there are random battles. I'm pretty sure I heard a Sableye on the Dex Nav earlier too. Okay, well at the front of the party. That's actually good to know, because that's not who I want to fight Kyogre with. I totally would have just ran in there against Kyogre otherwise. Oh, okay. What was blocking us off from this before? Anyway. Sableye, ours is better though. Although, he does not have Toxic, and I think I do want to get Swallow poisoned, so that's something I am going to do that I'm probably not going to do in the Kyogre version of the run, because you don't need Swallow, because you have Kyogre. So, except to run from random battles, that's a pretty useful thing to have. Kyogre can probably run from random battles just fine, but, you know. Well, that's... So yeah, I'm guessing, let's see, well we could use two things against Kyogre. We could either use Magneton or Captain Toad. Let's see, I think Kyogre does come with Ice Beam, so Captain Toad is going to be a little bit wary of that. But Captain Toad will be able to hit him on the physical side, where Kyogre is slightly weaker. So let's look at the two. If we get him paralyzed, that'd be cool too. Trut-K is not going to go down one hit, of course, because of Sturdy. So I think we're going to go with Trut-K first. If he does die, we have plenty of revives. I'm not worried about that necessarily. So we're just going to put Magneton in front of the party. Hopefully the 3DS cooperates. because my 3DS has been giving me some fits on buttons lately. Hopefully that doesn't happen here. So we talk to Kyogre. He says, "Crrrr! This is a cute little whale. Cute little whale. He's so cute." And then this happens. You can already hear the battle music starting. And you know something serious is about to happen because we're in our full body render, not the chibi version render. Which I kind of wish I could play the whole game this way. Not chibified, but anyway. So he's gonna go into the Epcot building, and when he comes out, there's a big alpha sign. I don't know what that could mean. And now he's not a cute little whale anymore. He's a big whale. Kind of has the capital Alpha, which is just the letter A on his flippers too. Oh, Kyogre. Alright, we're starting with Magneton. We're actually higher level than Kyogre, so that's cool. So yeah, Primal Kyogre. The Primals, as you know, they don't need like a human to give them energy to Mega Evolve or anything like that. So we're just gonna discharge, see how much it does. You know, so that Aqua Ring, which is actually not a move I kept on him in the A part, surprisingly, despite being nice regeneration of HP. And that is a solid 3-hit KO, probably even with Aqua Ring. So, and Trudkay does not have full HP, so that might be a problem. The AI is of course stupid because it's a wild Pokemon that doesn't know what to do. And it looks like, oh, it wasn't a crit. The power of Magneton, holy snot. Okay, so we're probably gonna even live an Origin Pulse, which is basically a glorified Hydro Pump. And Ice Beam, as long as it freezes, is gonna be just fine. That actually did quite a bit considering it's resisted. I guess that's base 180, whatever, special attack at work. And finishing off with a nice crit. So well done, Magneton. The Heavy Rain is lifted. And Kyogre is dead. And we get experience for it, which I guess we would if we caught it anyway. So Kyogre goes away. And I hope we don't actually have to catch it because it's kind of annoying. Been a recurring trend the last couple of games. We're going to book it out of here. As apparently Satopolis is like being circled by a gigantic whirlpool. This is freaking me out. And then there's also a green dome of light. I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's green though, so it must mean Rayquaza, right? And then little green sparkles fly everywhere. And there's something in the background that looks like a shuttle just launched. So that might be... Which I question why they would be launching a shuttle. By the way, there's a Megastone down there. I question why they would be launching a shuttle while Kyogre is trying to flood the world. But, you know, it's a thing that happens. So green sparkles are going everywhere, despite, like, within, I guess, the equivalent of maybe half a mile from the coastline, there being no signs of Kyogre doing the stuff, but it's still going as far as Little Root Town, so, yeah. Everyone's coming out admiring those sparkles. It's pretty much like snow, you know, Hoenn is a pretty hot region, so they don't really get a lot of snow. That's why Sinnoh's probably better. Sinnoh gets a lot of snow. Snow Point City, it's a good place. People are still training the Whalers. See, there's the shuttle there, though, so I'm not sure what that was. That doesn't look like a regular Team Aqua grunt. She has red eyes, and she's way too pale to be a Team Aqua grunt. So, anyway, we will not, however, be finding out about her in this because I'm not going to continue on to the point where she becomes relevant. Here's Brendan. It's all over. Go home, Brendan. Go away. If you free heal me again, you're getting decapitated again. And once again, the 3DS is making weird sounds. I think it did this on the other part too. So Shelly's being a little assumed right here. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first ever like romance that's like pretty explicit within the course of an evil teen. So, which I'm kind of curious if Magma gets the same treatment. I don't know, because I think actually Tabitha replaces the parts where you fight Shelly, so that might be weird. But anyway, stupid Tabitha. Why'd you munch on the Pokeblocks too much? That's nice, but I killed Kyogre, so oh well. That'll get used extensively, I'm sure, in the A-part version, though. And we also get the Eon Flute, so now we can soar, which is kind of okay. But they kind of ruined the soar thing by you can just use fly. So soar is kind of just, you know, it's cool. And that's really all it needed to be, was cool. And also, the screen's a little bit washed out for you guys. But, I guess if you really wanted to see this cutscene look nice, you can look in the other version as well. There's Brendan's backpack, which kind of looks like a Kooper shell, as has been pointed out to me. And it kind of makes me want to play as the male character on the last game, on my final file. But I'm not sure, because I really freaking hate Brendan. Especially after all this crap. And yeah, Brendan gives us some sad story. No, Brendan, you're still awful. You messed up the run, like, really bad. Alright, first thing we're gonna do. Alright, so we gotta. I hope they come up with it. Wait, this is fun. Hopefully they'll give us another better Persona Q thing. Anyway, so what we're gonna do, we're not gonna go challenge use the topless gem just yet. Before we do that, something else has opened up to us, I believe. And we're going to fly there right now with Hirondo. And that is New Mauville. Now, I'm probably about to feel like a bit of a pillock. Because as you guys know, we were originally intended to go into New Mauville and get a Magnemite. Well, that wasn't what happened because we ended up having to do the stupid horde thing. I'm going to run around right here and see if we get wild encounters or not. We may well not right here. Never mind. So we do. So the whole thing about... In my defense, in the original games, the entryway into New Mauville was not actually part of New Mauville. But yeah, so Pokemon are still in this little area. And I'm going to assume that that means quite a long time ago. I'm not going to bother saving this rare candy when we can use it right here. I'm also going to assume that is not what was supposed to happen right there at all. Okay, we wasted a rare candy. I'm not going to be awfully fussed. We already wasted rare candies in this video. Or in this series. Anyway, so we do that. And yeah, so we could have had Magnezone before, well, pretty much immediately. As soon as we got Magneton. So. Oh well. I think Magneton had a great run though, so he's just going to be his evolved form. Doesn't actually gain that much special attack and loses speed, but the extra bulk I think is going to make it worth it since we have kind of been gearing him towards a tankier build. So hopefully that wasn't my 3DS messing up with the buttons right there. That's all we can do right now. I just wanted to go ahead and confirm that there's a thing we could do. I would reset on that ever so obvious misclick on rare candy, but whatever. I don't think it'll be that big a deal, and who knows, we might actually end up using Linoon at some point. And he is still technically on the team, and he's not going to be chucked away for Kyogre in this version of the last bit of the game. So, anyway, what we do need to do though is go find what's his name, Watson. We need to go find Watson, who hopefully will be right here. Yes, good. And the reason we actually want to do the new Mauville sub-quest in its entirety is so we can get Thunderbolt. Oh, well that's convenient. It lights up only when something wrong is going on. You know, it could have just been like a nice little lamp. But no, it's a security alarm. Okay, so we're gonna run back through here between the two things that we hate. And apparently take elevators that are right here. It's really creepy that the computer is expecting you. And you only have one option anyway, of course, so. Anyway. In the A part, there's exploration of all these buildings, but I'm pretty sure nothing is actually that important, so I'm just going to head straight to Watson's house. Yeah, this part right here is a little bit, yeah, it's rough. Anyway, so we're going to go in here. I'm pretty sure this is Watson's house. Yes, it is. Stupid pestle mining. Back in my day, too, it was just locked up normally. But now we gotta have, what are these called? Can't remember the term at the top of my head. The types of security where it's something you are, as opposed to something you know or something you have. Something you know would be like a password, something you have would be like a key. You know, like biological keys, like fingerprints or retina scans and things like that. I forget, there's a term for that, and I forget what it is. But anyway, let's ride the bike indoors because we can do that. But we can't put on the dowsing machine indoors. Anyway, so we're gonna go to New Mauville, and basically as soon as we get out of here, we'll just fly down there to save time actually using surf. And so we can just fly down there, and that'll work out pretty well. We shouldn't need to actually fight anybody in here. I believe we just need to go flip the switch and we'll go back, get T-Bolt, and be done. And I'll try to speed along the end of this LP, which hasn't been going on that long. We've been fairly consistent with the uploads, I guess. Anyway, door unlocked. I am gonna move Hirondelle into the front of the party. So do what he does best, which is block random encounters from ever happening. And there are stuff. Apparently you can't go down that way. And I am going to go ahead and grab all these treasures in here. / run from all the Volt Orbs, which are just going to be here to waste our time. But I guess that's the price we pay for me not remembering exactly which ones are which. We have a level 49 Swallow, so I'm not overly concerned with it. Since we're actually running pretty well on time in this video, I think I'm going to go ahead and get Swallow poisoned. I think we're going to have enough healing items that will be alright. And just the extra power of Gut Swallow, I think is gonna make it worth it. So, again, I wish we could get Toxic, but I don't really know of a good way we can do that. I already used my Toxic TM. And I don't think there's going to be anything in the wild that would use Toxic. There might be like a trainer on Victory Road who uses Toxic, but that would be way too hard to predict around safely. Again, if I had thought about it, I could have just kept Toxic on Sableye, and then gotten into some double battle somewhere and thrown Toxic on the Swallow that way, and of course he would only be getting hurt 1/16th as opposed to 1/8, since generally he's going to do one hit and then get out of there. So, alright, more wasting of our time. So yeah, I guess noted for the future if I want to attempt this run again. Certainly in the last episode I'll have thoughts, summaries, and reflections on the run. Yeah, I definitely could have had a much easier Magnemite right here, or if had I known, I also could have just had Magnemite well before Watson, pretty much as soon as... Yeah, I actually could have had Magnemite as soon as I made land in Dewford, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. See, now the lighting is messed up. 20 days since I recorded, so... Anyway, just gonna run from Pokeballs. More Voltorbs. Okay, I think the lighting is maybe back to normal. Maybe. Okay, I think there's something when you... Oh, there's a Holter Ball. Don't think we're going to be catching anything else for the rest of the run. So, there's also a metal coat. We may give that to Magneton to increase the power of Flash Cannon. And we pick up an Ampharos because why not? This is the thing we need to activate. Push the button, the one button, conveniently. And I think that's all we actually need to do. New Mauville, considerably abridged. This almost feels like Gold Silver abridged. Like, whoops, we ran out of space on the memory, or on the cartridge. Let's still put this place in here, but it's like one screen. Okay. Oh well. Poor new Mauville. I mean, you were kind of just annoying anyway. There's a bunch of Voltorbs that she had trouble running from. That's pretty much all there was going on with that. Still feel like this zoom or something is off. Something is off. Oh well, anyway. Maybe the color intensity is through that. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's better. Anyway, so we got the thing, we push the button, and now we can go up here, back to Watson, and claim our reward. Can we bike upstairs? Awesome. I love that you can bike on the second floor. Second floory? Not the second story, not the second floor, the second floory. That's the term. Alright, so we get Thunderbolt. Much later than we get Thunderbolt in the original game. And since we don't have Kyogre there to throw a T-Bolt on, we'll throw it on Magneton, or Magnezone now. But we don't need to do it just yet. Discharge still... Okay, Discharge has 1 PP left. So as soon as we run out of discharges, I'll just throw T-Bolt on there for the slight base power increase, but with Magnezone's big special attack, that'll be appreciated, certainly. Alright, so now we're going to go back to Petalburg Woods, which I think we can actually straight up fly to, so that'll be nice. We'll just go to Petalburg Woods and get Swellow poisoned and activate Guts, which we haven't really taken advantage of all game. So, fly to Petalburg Woods, there it is. And I think the way this works is you just, as I may have mentioned earlier, is you just fly to the route marker. Or never mind, in this case you just fly to Route 104, right in front of the place. Yay! Alright, so we got Swell at the front. Alright, so we'll just run around in here. Do you guys want me to speed this up? Should I speed this up? Maybe I should speed this up. I know some of you enjoy the sped up with music sections more than the actual LP, which, you know, I can get behind that. Sometimes when I go back and watch the LPs, What in carp was that? That didn't sound like a 3rd gen or earlier cry. Oh, you know what I bet it was? I think after you beat Kyogre, all of a sudden, like, non-Hoenn pokes start appearing in places, at least with DexNav. So, that's kind of cool. I'd almost say if we're in the Silcoons, we should get some people healed up, but it's like 2 HP at a time. It's just tedious. It's a little bit too tedious for me. Just a bit. I love my tedious stuff, but it's a little bit too tedious for me. There's a tail. Right, I'll see how long this goes without a Wurmple. We can pretty safely, I think, yeah, we can pretty safely switch between Swallow and either... Oh yeah, Swallow have Roost now. Oh, that's right, Swallow has Roost now. That's why I'm not as concerned. There's a level 4 Wurmple. I'm pretty sure we need level 5 for it to learn, or for it to already have Poison Sting. Yeah, Swallow has Roost, so if he does get kind of low on HP, we can always Roost up. So, cool. I'm not actually sure if he has it yet. Does he have it now? He does. It is actually his first move, so let's not accidentally click it. Would be good. Yeah, once we get Guts, Swallow's offensive power will just be increased dramatically. Unfortunately, we do not get Facade in this generation, which would help tremendously. Is that even still a TM? I'm pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure it's not. How does he even get Facade in Gen 6 then? Do you have to port it from? I don't know. I haven't used Swallow since Gen 4, so it hasn't really been a concern of mine. But Swallow's a cool dude. There's a Slockoth. Come on, level 5 Wurmple. So yeah, again, for the B side, we will be using knowledge and whatnot. So I'm not gonna. There's gonna be. I guess the nice thing is there's gonna be less. Okay, here we go. There's gonna be less like wasted time, and I'll just go into. I'll just go into Truck K. Oh, no, I'll just go into Captain Toad. Poison Heal will cover whatever happens. Obviously, Magnezone's going to be immune to Poison Sting, but I don't want it taking like chip damage from tackles or anything like that. I probably should have turned battle animations off too. Yeah, so there's going to be a little bit less in the way of poking around for stuff, and for example, Victory Road, I'll you know where all the items are, so I'll just kind of dart straight to them, and who knows, maybe that'll make for a little bit more enjoyable watching experience, which should be nice, because the alternative is, if you're watching the A part, it's gonna just be Kyogre is smashing everything, so, except for when he doesn't smash things. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of times where he surprisingly does not smash things. And I get a bit disappointed with them, but oh well. Hopefully this one will Poison Sting me soon, then hopefully he will Poison Sting when I switch into Swallow. Obviously we don't want to waste PP. There's a Poison Sting on Swallow. Alright, come on 30%. Go ahead and fire. Nope. Can't really use any moves. I don't really want to waste Roosts. Even though we have plenty of PP. That we could just sit here and waste, to be honest. We have like... I'm pretty sure we literally have 100 PP in the bag. Like, literally in the bag. That we can throw on whatever. But I'm also pretty sure there's no free heals from this part out. Unless maybe... I don't remember if the Wally fight is a free heal or not. Anyway. Regardless, of course, we don't need a free heal. There's 3 of our guys actually regen HP, or can. We have Swallow that has Roost, we have Magnezone that has Rest that he can take advantage of, as well as in conjunction with Blue Flute or Chesto Berry. And then of course we have Captain Toad, who at the end of the last episode, B part, which will be the true ending I guess, since we'll actually get to see the credits and everything. I'll certainly go through and make MVP of the series, and right now Captain Toad is making a strong case for MVP. Alright, Wurmple, come on. This is your 3rd Poison Sting. No, come on. 30%. 30% hack. It's gonna happen. Poison Sting, I'm pretty sure it's plenty of PP, so I'm not concerned with the little Wurmple running out. I really should have sped this up. I'm sorry if you guys who enjoy the sped up stuff, but since we're already in the fight, I don't really feel like editing the sped up sections. Also because Camtasia has been doing weird things for me lately. Whenever it switches from one video clip to another, it like skips. It's really strange. It plays the last split second over and over and over again before actually transitioning to the next clip, which makes it kind of tough to accurately see how clips go together. So it's a bit of an issue. Anyway. Sometimes Camtasia is just Craptasia, and that's what we have to work with. Sometimes Wurmple doesn't want to use Poison Sting and Poison Swallow! Come on, lad. You're wasting these good people's time. Who are taking times out of their days to watch us switch between a Breloom and a Swallow, in the hopes. I didn't know String Shot could miss. Apparently it can miss. Which, yeah, didn't they upgrade String Shot, I think, in 5th to being -2? Okay, come on, Poison Sting. Come on, Poison Sting. No! Which is kind of sad, because there was already, what, Cotton Spore, Scary Face, and there might have been one more that were -2 stages of speed. So I don't think there's a move that does -1 stage of speed as like its only effect. I mean, obviously there's stuff like Rock Tomb, Mud Shot, Icy Wind, Glaciate, things like that. But no more String Shot. Or there is still String Shot, but it is not the -1, I believe. Yeah, harshly fell. I mean, if they really wanted to make it cool, they should make it drastically fell, which is like -3. That'd be pretty cool. It still would, you know, be worse than paralysis overall, but it would be cool. It would give it a niche use. Especially since in, you know, Heart Gold Soul Silver they decided to make a String Shot move tutor. Why they just... That had to be someone's idea of a sick joke. Who was, you know, who was familiar with the, oh, my Metapod used String Shot, you know, dumb things. Alright, Wurmple. I really want to PP stall you, but apparently I am. I really should have turned move animations off, my goodness. If I didn't think it would take equally a long time to encounter another level 5 Wurmple, I would just run from this and do so. But oh well. No, Wurmple, use Poison Sting, please. Can I... Do I have to do with Encore? I don't believe I have Encore anywhere. I need Encore. Speaking of which, I got a little bit annoyed at the Encore mechanics the other day. I was playing through Omega Ruby, and I got Encore, I think, by a +9 in, and I got bloody fully paralyzed. Clicked a different move, and then I Encored, and I used the last move I used, as opposed to the last move I selected. So that was a bit annoying. Yeah, I understand that's just how it works, but it was still a bit annoying. Trying to conserve PP on a different move. Stop! Not... Oh, well, I guess... I don't care what she's doing. Alright, come on. Poison Sting, little Wurmple. Poison Sting. We've been at this for like 10 minutes. Stop it, Wurmple, no! String Shot, stop. Your animation is too long. I'm about to start clicking Roost to attempt to save time. Probably is not going to help at all. Stop spamming String Shot, Wurmple. Stop it. Use Poison Sting. Use Poison Sting. By the way, this is all we're gonna do for the rest of the video. So if you guys want, oh, hang on, here it is. Poison sting, come on. Yeah, there we go. All right. So unfortunately, we take a decent chunk every time, but now we can run. Now Hirondell has guts, and good stuff is gonna happen from now. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and fly over to. By the way, what's up with these? Secret islet and secret meadow. I don't know. I've seen like QR codes for like a bunch of Blissey bases there. Looking forward to doing that. Can't do it yet because, you know, we're still we're in the LPs and stuff. But anyway. Hey, there's a duo over there. So yeah, Linoon might get used. Look at Linoon. You're not a fish, Linoon. Alright, so next video, we're going to go in here, and Trutk is going to... You know what I should honestly do before we end the part, I guess? Can you swim, Coop? No, not Pokedex. Pokedex looks really cool in here, by the way, though. May as well go ahead and waste that last use of discharge. Oh, look, what? Wow, why are the water Pokespots, or whatever they're called, so annoying? What? Okay, that's just vexing. Alright, give me a wild fight. Thank you. You would give me a Magikarp, but you gain whatever. I'll waste the discharge. Just because I'm pretty sure we're going to need more than one. Magikarp just like freezes in place. Pretty sure we're going to need more than one. Whatever, so. Anyway, so we're going in here. And before we close out the video, use our new Thunderbolt TM. Technically, Linoon can learn it too, but that would be dumb. So, yeah. We're going to delete Discharge, which we just got a couple parts ago, for T-Bolt. Punishing that PP, and gaining a power bonus in the process. And there we go. And that's our use of the T-Bolt TM. So next video, we're going to take down this gym, and then get to hopefully the front of Victory Road. So see you guys next time for that. Later days.